Hey, what's going on, guys? Ghost619 here, bringing you guys a Q&A. So if you guys didn't know, Q&A Monday is a weekly series here in my channel where I answer your guys' questions that you guys give me down below in the comment section. So right now, leave down your guys' question for next week's Q&A so I can go and answer it. So leave down a random question, guys. Go ahead and do that right now. And we are on our 19th Q&A, and actually tomorrow, December 2nd, is gonna be my 11-month channel anniversary. So I've had my channel for about 11 months so far, and I'm going pretty well, I gotta say that. And I'm pretty excited to see where I'm gonna be at in 1 year, which is gonna be January 2nd, 2015. So all I gotta say, first of all, happy December to everybody. Christmas is coming. If you do celebrate Christmas, it's just that time of year. Christmas is coming, and December is my favorite month. December is my favorite month, along with November and December are pretty much my favorite month for like holidays and stuff, and for just summertime, just out of school. I just like summertime, which is like from like June through August. So yeah, so happy early Christmas, happy December, guys, and let's get along with the first question. So by the way, the gameplay here is just some momentum gameplay here on Ascend. I actually died on a 24. I just got punched on a 24, but you guys will see that later. But let's get on with the questions, and the first question is coming from Kevin, and he asks us two questions, and they are, what is your favorite gun camo in Call of Duty history? And he says, what is your favorite gun in Advanced Warfare? So my favorite gun camo in Call of Duty history probably has to be either the snake camo from MW3 or the MW2 camo, which was the blue tiger. So the reason why I say the snake camo from the MW3, it just looked pretty cool. It looked really cool on the ACR. It just looked the best on the ACR and the MP7. It was like a white with like a I can't just really describe the color, but I really love the snake camo, and I love the blue tiger camo in MW2. So those are my favorite camos in Call of Duty, and my favorite gun in Advanced Warfare has to be the HBR-3. It's a really fun gun to use, and not a lot of people use it. I see, the bow. Everyone uses the bow. Literally every single game you go into, no matter what, there's always gonna be at least one bow, and that's true for this game. But yeah. The next question comes from Servi, and he says, do you record with an actual capture device or the PS4 capture thing? So I record with the PS4 capture. It has an inbuilt capture card, and I can record up to 15 minutes of gameplay with that, and that's what I do with my recordings and stuff. Next question comes from Potato Gamer 21, and he says, would you rather burn to death or freeze to death? Okay, so he says I have to pick one. If I burn to death, I'll feel it, and if I freeze to death, I wouldn't feel nothing, I guess. So you know what? I'd rather freeze to death instead of burning to death, because I wouldn't want to see my own skin like melting like Freddy Krueger. No, I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather just freeze to death, because if I would like freeze to death, maybe people want to like maybe like 50 years in the future or something, like they could just unfreeze me and make me come back alive instead of being burned to death. So yeah. Next question comes from the Friendly Machine, and he says, what happens when you find your shirt, and when do I get my Pop-Tarts back? So what's gonna happen when I find my shirt, guys? Honestly, it's top secret, and I can't tell no one about that. I'm sorry, Machine. I'm just really sorry about that. And when will you get your Pop-Tarts back? I'll give it to you. I'll give them back to you once I'm done. Done eating them, which would be never. So you would never get your Pop-Tarts back at all, Machine. Never. Nope. Next question comes from Noah, and he says, what is your trick on staying alive a long time in Advanced Warfare? I struggle staying alive, not from losing gunfights, but mostly from getting shot in the back. So my trick, basically, to staying alive is just to hold down one area at a time. Just pick up, this is what you hear, I'm pretty sure, from a lot of people, and this does actually work. Just go around area to area, area to area, and make sure when you go from area to area in transition, you do not die. Make sure you do not die when you go from transition to transition, and never go, if you're playing domination, never go for the objective if you're on a kill streak. That's a must, and you never go for the objective no matter what if you're on a kill streak, and that will kill you. So The biggest tip I would say if you want to stay alive in Advanced Warfare is hold down areas, don't go for the objective if you're on a streak, and that's pretty much all I gotta say for you, dude. And use a silenced weapon too. So next question comes from Hayden, and he says, when did you begin to realize that you are extremely good at Call of Duty? So I don't think I'm extremely good at Call of Duty. I think I'm just above average or just decent at Call of Duty. But I started actually being good at the game, like good at the game Call of Duty, like in Call of Duty Ghosts. So I realized I was like pretty good above average in Ghosts because I had a the highest KD I ever held in Ghosts is a 3.6, and I held that for about like 3 prestiges. Then it went down. So I started getting good at Call of Duty Ghosts. I've dropped over 300 chem strikes in that game, and I was never, good at all in the past Call of Duty, like in Modern Warfare 3, and in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare 2, I was an average player, and in Modern Warfare 3, I believe I had a 1.12, at least that was positive, and in Black Ops 1, I had a had a 0.7, in Black Ops 2, I forgot about that game, probably like a 1.5, and I just improved each year, basically, and I started getting better at Call of Duty when I played Call of Duty Ghosts with 3.2, so yeah. Next question comes from Mr. O Boats, and he says, would you rather have no one show up on your marriage or funeral? So, that's a really tough one, because if I'm like dead and no one shows up to my funeral, that would be pretty depressing and pretty sad. And if no one shows up to my marriage, you know what? I'd rather have no one show up on my marriage, because at least I have a wife to marry, and I have someone to be there with me. But with my funeral, at least I have like a lot of my family there with me, instead of having nobody on my funeral. But yeah, I'd rather have nobody show up at my marriage than my funeral. Next question comes from Crate C, and he says, would you rather eat a whole cactus or stick your head in an elephant butt? I'd rather eat a full cactus, my man. I would never want to stick my head into an elephant butt, because I would never be able to take that head out. My head would be stuck there forever. The only way to take it out is just chop off my head, I'm pretty sure. But I would never be alive after that. But yeah, I'd rather eat a full cactus than to do that, because cactus has protein, though. I don't even know. Do cactus even have protein? I don't even know about that. But yeah, I've seen videos of people on YouTube actually eating cactus before. If you guys heard of this guy, his name is the LA Beast. He actually ate a full entire cactus. So if you guys want to go ahead and do that, look up on YouTube, man eating a cactus, or the LA Beast. And he has some pretty sick stuff on his channel, meaning like nasty and gross. Like he ate a canned hamburger, he ate a cactus, he had a full banana. It's some crazy stuff out there, and it's pretty funny. But yeah, go ahead and check out him if you guys have never heard of him before. But yeah. Next question comes from Luca, and he says, how old are you and what grade are you in? So I am 15 years old and I'm in 10th grade. Next question comes from Ghost Plays, and he says, what was your most embarrassing moment? So my most embarrassing moment that I've ever had was in 2nd grade, and gosh, that was literally almost 10 years ago. That was 8 years ago, guys. I was in 2nd grade 8 years ago. Time goes by pretty fast. But what happened was that we went to the YMCA, and there's like this big trampoline that you go across. So we were in line, everyone had to go across the trampoline. So I was up in line, people were in line, like they were watching the people, jump on the trampoline and jump on the trampoline. So were the teachers, they were just watching over us. So when I was next, I jumped in the trampoline, I was jumping, and when I got to the middle, my pants fell down. My shorts fell down, and then everyone saw me in my boxers, and then I just fell down immediately, and I just pulled them up when I was, on the floor. I was, so embarrassed right there. I was like, oh my god, all the girls are seeing, oh my god, my teachers are seeing, oh my god. Yeah, so I was really freaking out when that really happened, and, after that, I just talked to nobody the rest of the day home. The rest of when I went to the bus and stuff, I just sat, I think I just sat alone on the bus because I was so ashamed in the 2nd grade and stuff. But yeah, that's like my most embarrassing moment that I've had in pretty much school and pretty much I could ever think of. But yeah. Next question comes from Xavier, and he says, if I showed up at your house in nothing but a banana suit and an astronaut helmet and asked you to make me better at Call of Duty, would you punch me or would you teach me? Question is, how would you fit a astronaut helmet to a banana suit. How would you even do that? But you know what? Yeah, I would do that. I would totally do that, dude. Just for the fun of it. Yeah. So next question comes from YOLO Man, and he says, "Do you have any pets? Do you like pugs? And do you have an Instagram?" So I can see by your profile picture, you probably like pugs with your pug profile picture. But yes, I have a dog, and I love pugs, and I do not have an Instagram. Next question comes from Lino, the game boss, and he says, "I have you on my friends list, but I've been wondering, why did you choose the PS4 over the Xbox One?" I didn't necessarily choose the PS4 over the Xbox One, so what just happened was I just got the PS1 like when I was probably like in probably 3 years old or 2. I got the PS2 when I was probably like 6 or 7. I got the PS3 when I was around probably 9 years old. I got the PS4 when I was 14. So it just run on. I just ran on through like the gaming. How do I say it? The gaming career? How do I say it? But you know, I just ran on PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. So it wasn't really my decision. I just stuck with PlayStation throughout the whole entire gaming lifespan. So yeah. Next question comes from Longshot Bomber, and he says, "Do you like Shrek?" Yeah, I like Shrek. Next question comes from Warlord, and he says, "How do I grow my channel, and why do I get strikes for uploading campaign missions?" So that happened to a lot of people, actually. I've seen that before. And to grow your channel, what you gotta do is just upload consistently. Upload stuff that people want to see, like gameplays of the newest Call of Duty, or just keep on uploading constantly. Bring your subscribers some entertaining videos to watch. Think of series like Q&As, and think of other stuff you can do, and communicate with a lot of people on YouTube so you guys could grow together. But I'm not sure how long this Q&A is going to be. I cannot make this 15 minutes because YouTube won't allow me. So I'm sorry if I either skip your question or don't go too in depth about it. So the next question comes from Techno Trooper FX, and he says, "Would you rather eat a full banana filled with diarrhea once every month for the rest of your life, or throw up 10 times a day for the rest of your life?" So dude, that's really gross, eating a poop-filled banana. That's super gross. So I think that I would throw up even more if I eat a poop-filled banana than throwing up 10 times a day. So I'd rather throw up 10 times a day than eat a poop diarrhea-filled banana. That's gross. Just by thinking of that, it's super gross. Ugh. The next question comes from Hysterical Gaming, and he says, "What would you rather do? Piss a grape or poo a brick?" So, like, when you go pee, if you pee a brick, that's gonna be real hard to do because that's gonna hurt. Because when you if you're bored and you take a piss, sometimes it takes a very long time, and then when you piss for a long time and you shoot out grapes. Dude, oh my god, how much that, do you even know how much that would hurt? And if you poop out a brick, yeah. So, I'm getting too nasty with this question, but I would rather poo a brick than actually piss a grape, because that seems like really hard work to do. But yeah, next question comes from Kevin, and he says, "How is your DNA in each game mode series going?" So, it's not going too well at all, man. Like, I've only been playing TDM and Domination and Momentum, and I've so far gotten a lot of DNAs in Domination and only one in TDM. But I will try my hardest to get a DNA in all the game modes. But yeah, next question comes from VenomX Replays, and he says, "What is your favorite Call of Duty of all time?" It has to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and that was a very great Call of Duty. I love these support streaks, these specialists, and that was the Call of Duty I started to realize that, how to play it right, and, not use Danger Close and, like Modern Warfare 2. I was that type of person. I was think I was 10 years old, and, I didn't know that ruined the game. I just did that for fun, and Modern Warfare 3 was the time I realized that, that ruins the game. I shouldn't be doing that. So I like Modern Warfare 3, personally, I really do. So that was the last question, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this week's Q&A. I don't want to go over 15 minutes because YouTube won't allow me to upload a video over 15 minutes. So thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you comment down below your guys' questions for next week's Q&A. So I'm Ghost619, and I'm out.